Hey, today we are going to learn how to save your art and export for professional projects and social sharing. If you're an artist like me and is using Sketchable to draw for professional and passion projects, then please follow the steps I am going to share with you today. These steps will make sure you have a process to save your art, have backups for your art available offline, and are able to brag in your social channels. I brag on my art a lot. I'm sorry. Let's jump right on in. So let's talk about saving your work. Sketchable already saves your work automatically as you're drawing. It's a cool, neat autosave function that allows you to focus on your drawing while Sketchable does all the hard work in the background. Now let's talk about the other way in which we save our artwork while we're working on it. And that is to manually go into the settings and click on save. Let me show you how we do that. On the top left corner, we'll find the hamburger menu. You tap on it and you'll see the flyout menu that says settings, help, view, file, and more. Click on the one that says file. And then the first option you see, it says save. And just like that, you just saved your artwork. Okay, so let's talk about backing up your work by either exporting your journal or exporting a page. Let me show you how to export a journal. We're going to first exit the drawing and head to our journal screen, and that goes by clicking outside of the drawing, outside of the page view, into our journal list. There we go. We got a few journals in here. As you can see, there's a journal in here that's called Art. I named it Art. And we're going to go ahead and export that journal by clicking on that little door that has an arrow pointing out. It's a little icon right there. Click on it. Boom, automatically we have our computer file system opening up, and we want to find a place to save it to. I already have my Sketchable folder selected. The name of the file is Art, and you'll notice that the file type name is the journal archive. Okay, click on save. And just like that, it's working. Sketchable is working and exporting that complete journal. So now let's talk about exporting a page, and we have the options to export as a PNG, JPEG, or Photoshop file. So again, we're gonna move up to the top left corner. We have our hamburger menu. Go down to File, and then we see Export, and I'm gonna export that page. Now we have the options to choose to export as a Photoshop file, PNG, JPEG, TIFF, and bitmap. I find that Photoshop works really well for me when I am going to share this file with another artist or continue my drawing in Adobe Photoshop so I can add extra elements to my drawing. Very cool. Click on save. And just like that, I've saved my Photoshop file. Now I'm going to take a moment to share with you on how I back up my work into external hard drives so that I can have what we call redundant files. I save the journals and the pages into a folder on my computer, and then from there I move those folders into what we call external drives. I got a couple right here. I like to put stickers on them. But basically, these are a couple of terabytes here, 2 terabytes there, and I have a dozen of these. I have so much artwork that I need to save it outside of my computer for safekeeping. Once I add those files into one of these drives, I put these drives away, and I don't use them until I need that artwork again, sometime in the future. Now, if you're a super extra careful type of person, then you may want to get a fire retardant safe for extra safety. That way, you can put these drives away in those safes and they will be free of damage in case of accidents. Another way to keep your files safe is to pay for a cloud service that will keep your files safe long term. Of course, you have to pay for a subscription. I use Dropbox, OneDrive, and Google Drive as I have different types of clients who have different types of requirements. So by me having the space on the cloud, I'm able to back up some of these files that I'm constantly using and I'm not afraid of losing those files in case something happens to my computer. No, nothing's going to happen to you. Now, what happens if I need that artwork again? Well, I can plug in one of my drives into my computer and find those files and import them back into my computer and use them wherever I want. If you exported a journal, it's real easy to import a journal by going back to your journal list screen and use that icon that has a door symbol that has an arrow, looks like it's going to the left. Click on it. It will automatically open your folder in your computer, navigate to where you save those files, and boom, there goes your files. And I can go ahead and select that journal I want to bring back in, and bam, it just showed up right there. It's so easy and so fast. It's a simple process of just going in and bringing in your journal so that you can continue drawing. What about images, Dan? What if I want to import an image or page that I exported before? Just the same process that we use when exporting, we're going to use to import. Go up to the top left menu. We have our settings menu. Click on File, and down it says Import, Import Layer. And let's go ahead and bring in that PNG I exported out earlier. Tap it. Boom. Let's put DTM right there. He's floating in space. It's okay that the other part is erased and deleted. Click OK. And just like that, I brought in a PNG of a drawing that I started in Sketchable on a whole different journal, and I brought it into this drawing right here. And I have a floating DTM head. I like it. Now that you finish your artwork, it's time to share it with the world. I like to post my art on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and in my portfolio and Behance. Remember, when posting on social media, please use your hashtags and tag Sketchable, hashtag Sketchable. Include a link to find your work online like a Behance portfolio or your preferred website. I hope you have found these tips useful when creating with Sketchable. Follow Sketchable App on Instagram or Twitter and tag us so we can check out your drawings and sketches. Until next time, I am DTM. Stay creative.